Hello. Yes, good morning, everybody. I hope you can hear my voice and also see my screen clearly. Today is 30th. Tomorrow is the end of the month. So we want to see exactly what we expect to be happening on this chart. We'll start off with the WTI. This is another name for oil. It's slightly different. It's like a subcategory of oil itself. So let's see what we have. Other than the levels which I have already on my screen, there are some levels which they're not clearly put on this chart, but they should be able to understand them once I get them drawn. So we do have a very good resistance level here around 65.01. We have another resistance level around 74.79, and then we have another level at 53.42. Then we have another level at 43.89. So these are some of the places where if the price can come back up to, then they're going to give us the correct place to look for a trade from. So we have a support here, we have a resistance, we have a break above, we have a break below. As we're speaking now, the price is below the same trend line. So this could be a very good place to look for a sell from. As we are speaking now, this could be a very good place where we want to look for a sell from. We do expect that sell to take price up to around 52.90. So the idea is to watch for a sell position along this line. If the price goes up to these two red lines, then this will be a good place to look for a sell from. We do expect that sell to take price up to 52.90. Our next level is this one. Our next level is around 43.25. So if you pick a sell from around this level, this trend line, expect that sell to take us up to 52.90, where if the price breaks below, then the next level is 43.25. The next chart which I'd like us to look at is SP500. So you remember yesterday I said this is upwards. I said you're supposed to be looking for more buy positions. Our expectations is that the price needs to break beyond at least this point here, at least 3980.8. So if the price should go and close beyond this level by the end of this week, then that will mean we are continuing to the upper side. The best is to wait for price to pull back after that breakout, then you buy it from around the same place. So if the price breaks above and then comes back to the same place, that will give us the correct place to look for a buy from. Our next chart, the next chart which I'd like us to look at, I want us to look at Brent oil. So sorry about that, you see he had some noise at the background. I wanted to see if my voice is really very clear. So we have a possible buy situation here. In case the price goes beyond 3989.8, then that should give us the ideal place to look for a buy from. So our next chart is Brent oil. So for some reasons, Brent oil has been upwards. We saw price continue intensely to the upper side sometimes in the past. This is the move I'm referring to. The price moved massively to the upper side. As we are speaking now, we had a bullish pin bar during the previous week. Currently, there is nothing much, but looks like the price may continue to the upper side. There is a very good trend line here, which could mean the price may buy off from where the price is now. We do have a very good resistance level here. So we had a resistance, there is this breakout. As long as the price is held above this trend line, we do expect a move to the upper side, at least up to this point. So the idea here will be to keep looking for buy positions, expecting price to continue up at least up to 73.19. If the price goes above this point, then the next move up, we expect price to go up to this point. So these are the places where should the price get up to, then we will be looking for a trade. If the price comes back to any of the levels which we have drawn there, then that would mean we are looking for a trade. So our next chart, I want us to look at Euro USD. So we have Euro USD here. Just a second. Euro USD. So this is Euro USD. And look at what's happening now. The price is bearish. We are in an active downtrend, but the levels where the price is actually going up to, first we do have this. This is a very good level, a resistance level. Then we have this is a support level. So following the fact that the price closed below 1.1910, we expect a continuation to the lower side. We do expect price to continue downwards, at least up to around 1.1646. So the idea here is to keep looking for sell positions, keep looking for more sell orders, expect price to continue down up to around 1.1646. Our next target, our next chart is Usdjpy. So Usdjpy, so far we are in an uptrend. Yesterday, you remember what we said clearly, we had a trend line which ran all the way as I've drawn this. We had a resistance, we had a resistance, we had a resistance. There was this massive breakout during the previous week. Then we mentioned that following this breakout, this was a sign that we are continuing to the upper side. So if you are conservative, you should wait for price to pull back up to this point, wait for price to pull back up to somewhere along this trend line, then pick a buy position, expect that buy to take price up to around 111.64, which is here. Our next level is this, and then our next level is the one at the very top. So if you're on this chart now, you're supposed to be focusing on buy positions, keep focusing on buy orders, expect price to continue to the upper side. The best would be to wait for price to pull back. If the price can pull back nicely up to the same point, then that will give us the ideal place to look for a trade from. So thank you very much. Sorry, I'm really sorry about that. We have one chart which I think it's really useful that we look at. We have Gbp Usd. Gbp Usd. So Gbp Usd so far, where it looks like the price is bearish, but we are actually around a very significant resistance level, I mean support level. Look at how nicely this support is. We have a support, we have a support, there is a break, we have a resistance, we have a resistance, we have a resistance, we have a resistance, there is this breakout. So as we are speaking now, the price is still above this trend line. We do expect a continuation to the upper side. We expect price to continue up to this point. So expect a continuation much higher, expect price to continue up to around 1.4234. So this will be a good place where we want to look for a buy from. This will be a very good place where we want to look for a very good buy from. We're expecting that buy to take us up to this resistance level. So that is the end of today's analysis. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same time. So thank you. See you.